What's going on YouTube? How we doing? We're on our way to pick up another lot, of course. This one is going to be a good NES lot. Some pretty high dollar valued stuff, some pretty low dollar valued stuff. I'm playing 50% of price charting. Price charting is 2026. I'm paying $1,000 for it. So yeah, some really good stuff. We got about a half-hour drive ahead of us, so I may pop on and do some talking with you guys, give you some life updates, give you some things that are going on with me and the goof, all positive, which is really good to hear. But yeah, well, one thing I did want to touch on, I did that Encore trial. If you guys watched my last video where I picked up the Ton of Power #1. And it was, I don't know why stuff didn't go for what I was hoping it would. I broke even, literally even, after fees and everything. If you don't, not even if you don't count the gas and the time and stuff, but value-wise, I broke even. That's what Uncle Sam cares about. So, I don't know what happened with that, but Tito, congratulations on getting issue #1 for $61, you lucky son of a bitch. But yeah, we're about to drive in over the border into Pennsylvania and pick up this lot. I may see you in a little bit.
So I will say I listed it all as untested.
Okay, that's fine.
Probably about 80% of it does work for sure though.
There's some good stuff in here.
I've played a lot of it.
You know where like the big boys are?
I don't know. Yeah, we can most certainly dig apart though. Kind of slide things over there or whatever.
Oh, that works. Yeah, put it around the top of here.
Now this I haven't tested. I haven't played this in 5 years or so. So
they're
it
rocks.
Should work,
They're rocks.
Yeah, it definitely should work. Is that one of them?
This is a decent one. Yeah, this is probably like 40-ish. Light Rider's a good one.
I just don't know if that was one of the ones that. They're here. I know they're an overrated game, but very pricey.
I mean, most of these games are
Mega Man 5.
overrated. Like all the Mega Mans, like just like it's crazy, like how much this one is compared to the other ones.
Yeah, it is. Star Tropics was maybe one of the ones that was a little pricey. That one.
And Star Tropics is mid. Somebody found a whole box of them sealed recently of Star Tropics. People are constantly finding like crates full of that stuff. Oh, there's Rockin' Cats.
See, I bought this from a game shop and never even played it.
Great game too.
Batman, Joker.
Yep, this is Tito. Pretty sure that you're gonna want this. Yeah, a little elbow grease. These will come up real nice.
Yeah, they do need to be clean. That's one thing I never really worried about that because.
Believe it or not, I use what's called Bestine. It's like a rubbing alcohol type thing, and Rain-X is the best way to clean these.
Crazy here?
All right, the goods have been gotten. As you guys can see, there were some really good ones in there. That couple was really nice. Yep, it seems they're driving off waving, but they're looking the other way. But hey, it was very nice meeting you guys. It was a pleasure. Hope we can do more business in the future. But yeah, some awesome stuff in there. As you guys seen, some stuff I've never seen before. And yeah, we'll go through it when we get home. And while we're doing that, I'm gonna say how grateful I am to be able to do this kind of shit. I know I'm vulgar, blah 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 blah, but you know, it's just crazy. You know how 5 years ago, watching Chase After the Right Price, you know, for about a year and just deciding to get into this, and now, you know, it's well, we are an LLC. It's kind of crazy to think that, you know, I could go down, drop $1,000 on some video games and not blink an eye. yeah, it's crazy. And and me and Goof, we live a great life. We both have great jobs outside of this to be able to do this, and this is why this is a hobby. And people ask me why I don't do this full time, because once the hobby and the fun gets out of it and it becomes a job, what's the point? I give my friends deals as much as I can, as long as I make, or even not even make money, break even. That's all I really care about. I try to remember like what I paid for everything and give them for that. So any of you guys see anything that you want in there, yeah, 50% off, price charting, and shipping. Like, I don't care. So yeah, it just baffles my mind how fortunate I am, and how fortunate I am to meet so many great people in this industry, hobby, whatever you want to call it. Sorry, no professional, right? But meeting, Tito, Devil, Crashes, Kassar, Dan, Allie, Hobbs, J-Wad, I'm calling by their whatnot names. If you guys are on whatnot, go look up those names. Some great sellers out there, and then Tony, Rock City Resale, give him a shout out, and then just the local people, Justin, Daryl, J Val. But yeah, it's just I consider them friends, and if we ever to meet up and hang out, we could definitely grab a drink and just talk about bullshit. And the YouTubers, that I've met, that have influenced me to do this type of stuff. Again, chase after the right price. I met them a few times. I was hoping I was going to be in one of their videos, but I guess the stuff got corrupted. I saw them for some pretty cool stuff. Retro Rick, Pixel Game Squad, Gabbo, just Phoenix. Everyone calls all these guys assholes and stuff. It's a business. It's what it is. And if people say yes to what they're offering in order to make money, what's the difference between that and buying eggs from a farm and selling them for what they're going for these days? It's the same fucking thing. But yeah, it's just crazy. It really is. When I reflect on stuff and think about it, I'm still baffled. It's still insane to me that I never flew on a plane until I went to Phoenix, Arizona for Game On. That, it's all because of whatnot. I've traveled, to Portland twice, hopefully 3 times this year. And just, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, enough of me rambling. Again, thank you everyone that is supporting us. We appreciate every single one of you. You have no idea. Just to, be able to put my stuff out there, and be myself. I think that's the best thing about this whole thing is I'm still myself. I'm not fake. I'm not anything. I'm a dumbass from upstate New York. Right? Alright. We'll go over this when I get home. And again, I already know the value and everything. So again, thank you to that lovely couple for selling that to me. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Enough of me rambling. Alright, Leo, what do we think? Huh? Yeah, you're so excited over it? Well, I am. Here is the final pickup of... Yeah, I don't even... Yeah, I'm at loss for words. It's really hard to find stuff like this, especially in the wild, off of Facebook Marketplace. But again, such an awesome pickup and such an awesome couple. Some of these games, again, are going to be spoken for and going to some friends. So yeah, we'll go through the list nice and easy. You can see some gems in here. You got your Mega Mans, you got your Marios, some unique Final Fantasy, some unique titles that you don't see too often, some of your filler stuff. There's going to be a lot of cleaning involved with this, but that's fine, especially at the price I got it for. Here is a real hidden gem. I did not know the value of this until I looked it up with him, and yeah, whew. Here's the Super Nintendo that's involved. So there we go. Nice green, forest green, Donkey Kong, whatever you want to call it, N64. This NES and SNES are both complete. We got Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks in there as well. I got a random Game Boy game, Rats. But we got some heavy NES games. You got your Return of Joker, you got your Mega Man, you got your Scoon. I never heard of this game until just now as well. Lone Ranger, Rockin' Cats. Just sold this complete not too long ago. Actually, Shadow of the Ninja and Punisher. Great game, by the way. If you haven't played this game, highly recommend. Even the PS2 Punisher, highly recommend as well. But yeah, what do you guys see in here that you like, other than, you know, obviously this stuff? Is there anything that stands out at you? Anything that I'm missing that should be down below? Call it out. But yeah, I'm very excited. It's about a week later already. Been busy, just trying to get the garage in order. Still working on that video. And yeah, we'll get that out pretty soon. But hope you guys like this kind of stuff. And again, if you guys do, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the notification button. And again, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I will give away a PS5. I'm not even joking about that. What do we got coming up? We got the video from the auction coming up. We're going to finish shooting that today. And then next weekend we have a convention here in Binghamton. Fat Cat Comics is throwing it. I'm going to be selling. And it's also the first day of Jamaze too. Very excited about that. Yeah, some exciting stuff here happening at Beagle Games, and I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride. And again, please like, subscribe, all that stuff. And again, if you want to just say something in the comments, I will respond. I like talking with you guys, and until the next one, we'll see you. Peace.